Scott.
Albert Einstein.
Adam.
Nana.
Andrew.
Patrick Suskind.
Scott. Albert Einstein sounds like a pretty reasonable choice to me.
Yeah, I think that he made intellectualism, kind of hot, and he, I think
making it hot was certainly his first.
I think so. And, he brought back the nerd. The nerd.
Geek chic.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. After him, splitting the atom was the new black. I just think he.
You split a few atoms in your time, haven't
you? You're next. I just think. I think that he made science, accessible.
Then he made a big bomb that killed people.
Well, he didn't actually make the bomb. He just split the atom. But
he was a Jew. He wasn't going to use his hands for anything.
No.
Wasn't Oppenheimer, the man who actually made the nuclear bomb, also Jewish?
Well,
Jewish.
Yeah.
Scott, you put up a fair argument.
Yeah,
he made a fair argument for Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Fair argument.
Well,
we might be able to beat it. Adam, who did you go for?
Nana from 99 Red Balloon Family.
Ah, let's refresh ourselves. Let's hear a little bit of Nana.
I don't know if everyone's old enough to remember that, but she was on top of the pops, and then she was really sexy. She was dancing around, and then she lifted her arms up, and there were these huge tufts of hair.
Let's go back to 1982. You were watching Nana on television on Top of the Pops. You were also doing the Rubik's Cube, weren't you?
I was a Rubik's Cube wizard. At 10 years old, my record was 29.2 seconds, which I thought was good when making friends, but I was very wrong.
Can you still do the Rubik's Cube?
Yes, I can.
Is it because you're autistic? How do you...
I'm not autistic.
You are. No, that you are.
Can I just say, you're the 428th person to accuse me of that.
No, you are autistic. You are. No, you are.
I think the word you're looking for is clever.
Yes. Autistically clever, yes. Would you tell me, please, Andrew, why you have gone for Patrick Suskind? He's the author, isn't he?
Patrick Suskind is the author of probably my favourite book, Perfume. It's a book about the nature of evil and power and fame. He's a native of my favourite German city, Munich, which I used to live in. I used to live in Munich. I used to live in rural Bavaria.
How long did you live?
Ein Sommer, 3 Minuten.
3 minutes in a summer?
Yes. That was the name of my first novel.
Yes. You were there for a summer?
Yeah. 3 months.
So you went there on a holiday. Don't try and be all cultured. I used to live in Germany.
No, I didn't.
I was there. I lived there. I met a girl. We fell in love.
I didn't meet a girl.
Then I met a guy. We fell in love. It's like Steven Spender Cabaret. No. No, it was that Christopher Isherwood. I
lived for 3 months on a student exchange in a Bavarian village.
I think 3 months you stay. You don't live for 3 months. You stay for 3 months.
I lived on a bus on the way to this gig.
Exactly. So you were there for 3 months anyway. You were there for 12 weeks.
I learned to... 12 weeks.
You were there for a few days, yeah.
12 glorious weeks where I learned to bareback horse ride. I found him to be a profoundly cultured, sympathetic in the true sense of the word, and a patient to the relentless childish taunting of the English. And the only reason they're patient with you about that is because you're cousins. Whereas I'm Irish and we're Celts and we're completely out of the loop of your Saxon-on-Saxon internal feud.
So you're saying that we should shut up going on about a war that probably none of us were even alive during, and we should shut up going on about a football match that was years ago, and even though the Germans have won loads more significant matches since, you're saying we should stop going on about that it's petty and we're hanging on to former glories? Yeah, well,
Wasn't that my point originally?
You see, I'd need to have listened.
You didn't live there for 3 beautiful months, though.
Yes. I've been thinking about this, actually, while you've been talking. I did think it was funny to say least hateful German. It was amusing me. It did amuse the producer as well when we suggested it. It was a laugh. I think you've both got a really good point. You know, Andrew, you were sincerely talking about how the majority of Germany is now. You know, how it's forward-looking, how it has sinned, but it does sort of atone and it has acknowledged its sins and is trying to move forward. So I've actually decided to withdraw this entire award because I think we all have to look forward together and, you know, we all have to try and be friends and there's no point looking back. Also, I take delight in doing this because it means Adam doesn't win. So, from that point of view, this award is null and void.
Jawohl.
The final Lucas of the night celebrates my favourite part of television shows. Not the stars, not the scripts, but the theme tunes. But which theme tunes have totally outclassed the rest of the show? Nominations, please, for the Lucas for catchiest theme tune to an otherwise boring TV show. And the nominations are Scott.
Quincy M.E.
Andrew.
Are You Being Served?
And Adam.
That cricket programme.
Lovely. Scott, why Quincy?
Because the tune is so great, and then every show is the same, and he's dealing with dead people all the time.
Shall we hear some of the tune?
Well, I think it goes like this. Dun 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 dun. But I think that's Streets of San Francisco, isn't it?
No, that's Hawaii 5-0.
Oh, see, I don't really know.
You are so gay. I mean, no, I am too, but you really are. You didn't watch Quincy growing up?
No, I watch it it's on TV every day here. I watch it all the time. I get up at 10 and watch it, yeah.
Let's listen to the theme to Hawaii 5 Jones or whatever the hell it's called. You've probably ruled yourself out of winning because you said it was the catchiest theme tune to an otherwise boring TV show, and it may be a dull show, but you couldn't remember the tune.
No, I remember it now that you've played it. Now I remember.
No! Moving on. Let's listen to Andrew. You picked
Are You Being Served? Now, before I say this, as a caveat, it's not a dull show. It is an amazing tune, and after you hear this, you won't be able to hear Adam's tune. It's just a killer, man. It's amazing.
Okay, let's listen to it.
Ground floor perfumery, stationery and leather goods, wigs and haberdashery, kitchenware and food going.
No income tax, no VAT. Okay. What happened there? Something odd just happened, but we all did it at the same time. That's really weird. Catchiest theme tune to an otherwise boring TV show? Boring, Andrew Maxwell? You just said it wasn't boring.
Let me put it this way. Some things you can do over and over. It was repetitive, but not boring. But, you know, for some people, repetition is dull. Whereas for me, if I get something right, I like to do it over and over again.
Well, there's nothing repetitive about the work I've been involved in. I know that. Adam, this award is there for the taking because we've kind of admitted, you've even admitted yourself that the show isn't boring.
But the tune is catchy, though, man.
Well, the tune's so good it makes the show boring, just by comparison.
Yes.
No, that doesn't work.
No.
Adam, the award is there for the taking. Tell us why you've gone for the cricket.
Well, it's an incredibly catchy tune.
Shall we hear some?
Yeah, go on.
Let's do. Can I just say that theme tune is too good, and it's so misleading because it is true. It's like, oh, the cricket's going to be like, they're going to play cricket, yeah, they're going to play cricket. It's really going to be really thrilling. Cricket's going to happen, and we're all going to love it. And then just like, a man is walking.
Cricket is a game where men stand still for ages.
Yeah.
You just got so pumped up and hyped up. It's a bit like being a child. You see an advert for a toy and you go, oh my God, it does this and the kids are having fun. And then you buy it, take it home and you're bored. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing. Cricket is just, they're wearing white. And in the old days when that programme was on, there was no colour. There was no colour, no movement, no sound. It was like Morris dancing under the Taliban. Cricket is exciting to play because there's the fear you might get hit in the head with some wood.
And also that you stop for tea and cake.
Or a little bit of orange.
Stop?
Yeah. You stop, yeah.
Yeah, you have to stop.
Test cricket can go on for like 3 or 4 days, and one team can be completely tallywhacking the other team right in the whack hole, right? And if on the last day it rains, it's called a draw.
All right. They're so polite, though. I'm terribly sorry that we beat you. I do apologise for winning. They're so polite. They're so English.
Isn't
aren't
it?
they?
It's kind of like baseball without the hot guys, right?
Listen, I'm not gay, but Ian Botham in his prime.
You've missed out on Beefy.
Beefy.
Oh, you came to the country at the wrong time.
Wrong time, mate.
Oh,
you
my
could have
God.
found yourself in a sandwich between Beefy and Lammy.
Oh, I'm telling you. And Graham Gooch. And who was the one, Merv? What's his name? The one with
Merv Hughes.
Oh, that moustache. He was definitely one of yours. And one of mine. And one of mine. I'm not running away from it. I'm telling you that you would have been so turned on. You'd have been so turned, you'd have ended up straight. OK, I have to decide on a winner, and I think it's very clear. Two of you pretty much disqualified yourselves, and cricket is oh so dull, and the theme tune is wonderfully jaunty. So therefore, the winner of the Lucas for catchiest theme tune to an otherwise boring TV show is The Cricket! One of the best TV theme tunes ever written belongs to long-running comedy Last of the Summer Wine, and with good reason. The first version was written especially for the show by young Mozart. Well, the long evening is drawing to a close, and with the free bar now requiring cash, I'd better quickly award the Lucas of Lucases. The special gong that this time goes to the guest who has presented the most absurd argument of the night. Let's go amongst the audience and find out if anyone has any idea at all who we should award this gong to. Ah, gentleman over there with his hand up. Who do you think should win this award, sir?
Definitely Scott.
Definitely Scott Capurro. Why?
I have to say that his watch is still on San Francisco time. That's how gay he is.
Scott, would you like to say a few words?
I'd like to say that it's been a thrill being here at 1 in the afternoon, and...
I'd just like to say one thing. I got called autistic. You just spotted the wrong time from 6 foot.
Thanks once more to my guests Adam Bloom, Scott Capurro and Andrew Maxwell. Do join me again next time when we find out which is the best of the first 3 letters of the alphabet. Is it A, C, B, A or C, B? Goodbye. And the winner was presented by me, Lord Matthew of Lucas. The guests were Adam Bloom, Scott Capurro and Andrew Maxwell. The programme associates were Bill Matthews and Jed Parsons, and it was devised by Ashley Blaker and Bill Matthews, and I sort of helped out. In fact, any of the bits of the format that you thought worked particularly well were almost certainly mine. And the winner was produced by Lady Ashley Blaker.